Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Life Coaching Access, your daily access with professional certified life coaches brought to you by Life Coach Philippines. Life Coach Philippines is a community of credentialed life coaches offering coaching classes and services worldwide. This community is supported by D Cup Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches in the country, located at Pioneer Center, Capitolio, Pasig City. So, Life Coaching Access is our service to the community, and we aim to help individuals experience the process of transformation through the platform of life coaching. So, if you want to know more about our coaching classes and services, that is being offered worldwide, you may connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661 for assistance. I am Coach Mao, and I'm for coaching culture at work. Workplace transformation begins. So we've been together for like few months now, and we're discussing and talking about the workplace, creating culture of coaching in the workplace that aims to bring transformation inside the workplace. So your access with me is every Monday at 5 to 6 p.m. So for my segment today, I will be sharing with you 4 tips on how to manage stress. So you may tag your friends in the comment below and invite them to join our conversation. You may also share this FB Live in your timeline, in your respective FB groups and pages so that we can reach more people and help transform lives. So I want to introduce again myself to you. And I am proud to be part of Life Coach Philippines. I am a professional life and mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And also, I am a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A. And we build tribe as we help you. As we help you build your unstoppable dream, as we help your unstoppable dream come true. And also, I am an HR professional. I am also an entrepreneur. So I've been in human resource for a decade now, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm one of the directors of the Cup Coffee Republic, the home of certified life coaches, and we offer 24 by 7 coaching services on demand. So you may connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. And so for today, I want you to be intentional and get your hashtag pack my bag moment. So these are your nuggets of wisdom that you'll get in this talk, and these are the things that you can that struck to you um from this talk. So you may also use life coaching access so that we will know where you got this where you got your hashtag pack my bag moment. So if you got this aha moment, so just share it in your timeline so that more people will be blessed and you can be a channel of transformation for other people as well. Okay, so this is part of Master Coach A's 50 50 strategies on how to relieve stress. So it says there that there's no such a thing as stress free. Yeah, sorry, but it is true. So there's really no such a thing as stress free. So nakakita na ba kayo ng tao na wala talagang stress at all? And parang nasa alapaap lang. So yeah, it's really not true because everyone experiences stress. Okay, so everyone experiences stress. So yung taong walang stress, okay, baka anong nangyari sa kanya. All right. Because there's no such a thing as a stress-free life, but I can say that you could have a life that is stress-proof. So, because it's not the stress that kills us, but it is our response to it. So, how do you respond to stress? Diba? Most of the time, we're saying na, I'm so stressed, diba? Because these things are happening. A lot of people are pressuring me. They are saying this and they are saying that, but the question is, what are you doing and how are you responding to the stresses around you? Because it's not the stress that actually kill you, but what are you doing and how are you responding to the situations that stresses you out? So that's according to Hans Selye. So there are two types of stress. So we have the eustress and the distress. So eustress is a positive stress. So it has this following characteristics. So it motivates, it focuses energy, it's short term, and it's perceived as within our coping ability. So when you have this, it feels exciting and it improves performance. So these are eustress. So meaning there is growth. Um, there is stress because you're getting out of your comfort zone, or there is some stretching, but you get excited for that change. And it's still stress, but it causes positive change in you. And there's also a distress, so that's the negative stress, and it causes anxiety or concern, and it can be short term or long term, and it is perceived as outside of our coping ability. So meaning it's something that na it's something that I cannot like handle, and it feels unpleasant. Have you experienced that? Alam mo yun yung pag um have you experienced someone or meeting someone who causes you stress, and just hearing the name of that person, or just like having a thought of that person, it stresses you out? um and it causes also to decrease your performance, and it can lead to mental and physical problems. So sadly, if you will not unfortunately, if you will not be able to handle this stress, it can really lead to like bigger mental and physical problems. So what are the steps, or what are the things that we can do? So hi coach Nilo, hi coach Gacy, thank you for joining me today. So what are the things, or what are the four steps I'll be sharing with you, for tips on how you can manage your stress? So whether that would be basically it will be more on the distress side, because of course in you stress, it's something that accelerates you, right? So it's something that um gives you motivation to move. It's something that gives you like positive energy. But for the distress, it's more on the negative side. So this four tips can help you actually manage your distress, or your negative stress. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So first is plan ahead. So amazingly, you can actually avoid a lot of stress when you plan ahead, or when you rearrange your surroundings, when you remember the quote that we have read earlier. It's not the stress that actually kills us, but it's how we respond to it. So planning ahead and planning how to respond to the stressor, or after you have identified the stressor, planning ahead on how to respond to it can help you a lot. So it can start from like rearranging your surroundings. Who are the people that you are allowing to be in your space? Who are the people that you are allowing to speak to you about? As I've mentioned earlier, you already know that these people are toxic. These people are stressful, and you have already identified that the stressor come from these people, but you still allow it. So planning ahead can actually help you, and planning ahead can actually save you from stress. Um and there's a lot of things that you can actually do, and there's a lot of stress that you can actually save, though. I mean, you can actually be saved from a lot of stresses, rather, if you plan ahead, because you can get to take control of your surroundings. So um of course, the only thing that we have control of, or the only thing that we can do or something about, are the things that we can control of. And of course, the our surroundings, or the thing that's happening around us, we don't have a lot of control on that, because there are lots of factors, or there's a lot of things that's happening around. But what are the things that we can control? Number one is, why are you in that situation, or why are you in that surrounding? So why are you in that environment? So if you're going to look on it, will you be having like what are the options that you have for you to have a different surrounding, or what are the options that you have, or what are the action plans that you can take for you to have a different environment and a different ecology, because ecology really matters. Of course, if you will go into a toxic environment, and if you will go in the environment where stress is really high, of course you'll get stressed. But if you will be in the ecology that fits you, or that suits you, and that can bring you life instead of stress, then it can help you handle your stress. And then next is avoid people who bothers you. So of course, when you identify your stressor, so that's the first thing, of course, you have to identify the stressor. And there are times, really, have you experienced that there are times that it's not the situation, but rather the person in the situation gives you stress? So learning to say no is also a big thing. So what are the things? Because when you say no, you are saying to other things. So meaning when you say no to that certain person, you're also saying yes to your sanity. So what are the things that you are saying no to? And what are the things that you are doing as well for you to have like for you to create boundaries, healthy boundaries for yourself, because you can't control people to throw trash at times, but you can control your response on what you can do on the trash that is being thrown to you. So what are the things that you want to what are the things, or what are the plans, action plans that you can do so that you can take control of your surrounding, and then have that healthy boundary for your sanity. So this picture is also part of the 50 items or 50 tips for stress relief strategies. So this is the number one there. So it's plan one positive action for the day before you start your morning routine. So what is it? One thing that you can immediately do by tomorrow, one positive action plan that you can put into place before you start your morning routine tomorrow. So you can already plan ahead for that. So there, that's number one. And then number two is take inventory and change the situation for better. So since number one is planning, and then second is of course taking inventory of what's happening. So one of the most helpful things you can do during times of stress is to really take an inventory and attempt to change your situation for better. So what does it mean? Um what are the things that's happening around you? So what are the things that you can control, and what are the things that you can control? So of course, for the things that you cannot control, what are the things that you can do, at least the most thing that you can do? So like for example, you have a toxic office mate, right? So morning pa lang, or toxic boss, morning pa lang they're already like telling a lot of things to you. One of the things that really I really don't want, or when I was still in the workplace, is that yung nagmumura. Sobrang medyo ano sa akin yun, yung umaga pa lang nagmumura na or naninira ng ibang tao. Sa akin ano yun, like I've worked in I had experience on that, and that's one thing that really like na ano ko na stress ako, and eventually I was no longer speaking because I'm too stressed. I don't want to hear them like sinisiraan yung ibang department and all, like office politics, the usual office politics, and I don't want that. So um what going back, no, so like you can do is to really take inventory. So what are the things that you can do, what are the things that you have control of, and what are the things that you don't have control of? So it says here, have a plan, make a list of stress related goals and ideas on how you might want to achieve them. So what are, yeah, create the list, create an inventory, and then what are the action plans that you can do to make the situation better? Like for example, in what I have said, like in the previous experience that I had in the corporate world. So what I did there is like I verbalize it, I communicate my feelings openly to another colleague. However, because of politics, you know what happened. So it just created another gossip and all. So anyway, because of that, the next thing that I did is to really choose people whom am I going to trust, and am I going just to like talk with, because um I don't want to be polluted by people like that. It says in the Bible that bad I know bad company corrupts good character, and I believe in that. The more that you join people with bad character, eventually they'll eat you up. So I don't want to be a bad person. I mean, I don't want to be like that, because I don't want throwing trash to other people as well. So eventually I decided to like really choose. I only have like um few people that I talk with. So it's like it's just very few, and then things happen, and then people like our department grew, and the old people, they already resigned, so that's a good thing. But um those are the things that I did. I just shared that. But yeah, so what are the things that you can do in your situation once you got your inventory? What are the things that you can handle, and what are the things that you can change for the better? So what else, if you're stressed with a lot of pendings, is it really an issue of a lot of work, or is it an issue of procrastination, or is it an issue of time management? So what are the things that you can do in terms of that? And next one is like, if you feel that your boundary is like being what you call that, when your boundary is being yung over ayun, nako-cross na yung boundary mo, then what are the things that you can do, and what are the things that you want to do, that you can like that you can do to address it? So again, it still goes back to you. So what are the things that you want to do? And again, what gusto yung sinabi ko kanina, na everything that you will say no, you're saying yes to another thing. So if you will say no to a toxic person, you're saying yes to your sanity. But if you're going to say yes to people who crosses over your boundaries, then you are also tolerating them crossing the boundary that you have, then you're saying no to your own sanity. So it's like that. And then number three is accept the situation. Ayan. So sometimes we may have no choice but to accept things. So acceptance is really one of sometimes it's the first step to for you to to be released from stress, because there are things that can never be changed, because again, we cannot control other people, and there are things that we cannot control outside of us, right? So our environment, the people, the response of other people, um we can no longer change that. But we can also have a choice to really accept the situation and the reality, that that's already the current reality, and it's something that you have to address, and it's something that you can respond to, kasi yun na yung nangyayari. So even though it's not the thing that you wish it would be, or it's something that it will happen, but yun na siya. So acceptance is really the key, so that you can plan ahead. Let's go back on the first step. You can plan ahead, and you can identify what are the options that you have. So, and accepting the situation, it also helps to really to talk to someone, and talk to someone says ayan, number 26, tip number 26 for that ebook. So find someone to talk to about your stress. No one should go through the life alone. So going back to my example earlier, so really find someone whom you trust to talk about your stress. So don't because gossiping is different from like gossiping and venting out is different from like talking it over with someone. So if you can have like a professional, then talk it over with a professional. If you have like a confident whom you can really trust, and who really can tell you straight what's happening, diba? Or like really can tell you straight and help you process your thoughts, then go to that person, because no one should go through life alone. And um it's sad that of course it's sad to go to life alone, no, because it's not designed to be like that. And the next is forgive. So forgiveness is not for the offender. It doesn't also mean that you are not offended, or you are not hurt by the person who offended you, but forgiveness is actually for you. So forgiveness is releasing yourself from the chain of bitterness and unforgiveness so you can move on in your life. And then next is yeah, you can also practice positive self-talk, because it really matters. How are you speaking to yourself? How are you talking to yourself or talking with yourself when no one is seeing? Sometimes ayun, because the quality or the manner that we talk to other people is also a reflection of how we talk to ourselves. And yung self-talk natin is louder than the communication that we have with other people. So how are you speaking with yourself, and what are the things that you are telling to yourself when it's just you yourself, you and yourself. Ayan. And then number 4 is adapt on the situation. Ayan. So it's getting a grip on things, getting a grip on bad times. It's just a picture that one of the one part of 50 simple stress relief strategies ebook of Master Coach A. So adapt on the situation. So thinking that you can cope is one of the greatest stressors, 'di ba? Parang can you imagine you're already stressed about something, and just thinking about it, that you cannot cope um on your stress, di mas lalo kang na-stress, 'di ba? So parang wala ng way out, parang ganun yung feeling, lalo ka na-stress, 'di ba? So that's why adapting, which often involves changing your standards or expectations, can be most helpful in dealing with stress. But so how can you adapt, or what are the things that you can do to adapt on the situation? And when we say adapt in the situation, it doesn't mean that you're giving away your core values. That's the thing, diba? Adapting on the situation, meaning, okay, this is the situation, and these are the values that I have. What is the stand that I'm going to take? Because that will matter. And it also involves it is also connected to the tip number 1, 'di ba? That what are the things, or what are the things that you can plan ahead to. So yeah, if you're going to look at it, 1 to 4 are very knitted. So how can you adapt in the situation? So you can ask yourself, am I like is the environment that I have really helpful to me? Or ano yung mga bagay that you will say no to, and how can you adapt in the situation? So if this is the reality right now, then what can I do? And if in terms of career, like if in terms of promotion, it's no longer like you're trying to reach for a promotion, but it's not happening, and it's been years and you're still in the same position. So perhaps you can, like, what are the things that you can review? Is it worth staying in the company, or is your expectation, is it really the reality of the company? Because sometimes we think that okay, so I'm good, so the company should be noticing that I'm good and they should be promoting me. But what if it's not the case? So what is the reality, what is the current reality, and how can you adapt on the situation? So remember that you can always look at the big picture. You can always look at the big picture and see the current reality that you have. And what you can ask yourself, will this matter to you, or what will matter to you in a year or 5 years? So what will happen to you? For example, if you stay in a certain situation and think about the big picture, and see yourself, imagine yourself being there in the same situation, being with the same people for a year or 5 years. What will happen to you? Is that the person that you want to become in 5 years, in a year, or in 2 years? Or is that the situation that you want to be in for the next succeeding years? Will that help you for the next succeeding years? So what will matter to you, or what matters to you in a year or after 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years? Is it is being in that situation, or is not choosing a stand, or is not um creating your options help you, or nandun ka pa rin na stress ka pa rin, 'di ba? So um again, it's really up to us on how we are going to respond, because at the end of the day, we cannot um we cannot control everything, but we can only control the response that we can have towards the stressor and towards the stress that we are experiencing. So with that, I want to share with you. So it's 50 simple stress relief strategies from Master Coach A. So we are giving this for free. So if you want to have this, the pictures that I have shown you are just part of it. So if you have seen four, there are still 46 more. Um, if you want to have this, please connect with me and connect with me on how you can get a free copy of this one. All right. So and then yeah, practice it and share it as well to other people so you can be a blessing. Okay, so stay connected. You may message me at 0917 903 8155, or email me at coachmaumestica@gmail.com, or message me at Maureen Mestica. That's my personal Facebook page, or my Facebook page. That's Coach Mau. And I'm inviting you to for the single women. I'm inviting you to be part of the tribe that I'm building. It's getting their coaching community, becoming Miss Right for Mr. Right. So what is it for? So this is for single women. And if you have been in two different relationships, or if you haven't been in any relationship but you have done a lot of things already, you have already given a lot but still you ended up single again, or even if you have been into relationship and you've been there that you've done a lot of things already, but still you ended up single again, or even if you have been into relationship and